Chaos is our master!
Welcome back to the Demon Prince's card games deck profiles. So we have Gouki Phantom Knights for the July 2021 format. What we have here is kind of a rogue deck that can actually do some pretty neat things if people aren't looking out for it. It can kind of start steamrolling people if they can't stop your advantage quickly. So let's get into the deck profile. So first off, you have the three of the really good Goukis. He is pretty much like a 10 goldfish. Summon him, get a free Gouki from your hand onto the side of the field. Quick as old. Twist Cobra is kind of bad. He's mainly there as a name. You kind of just want to summon to the field and send to the graveyard. That's about it. The other good Gouki is Headbat. So Headbat is a pitch a Gouki from your hand, target a Gouki on your field, pitch a Gouki from your hand, special summon him to the side of the field. So he's a somewhat free body. And then you have Octo Stretch and Guts. They're mainly your level 1 targets to summon out of the deck. So, Guts is okay. His effective can't be destroyed by battle if he's in defense mode. Octo Stretch just kind of halves the damage you would take for the turn. He can help you stay alive unless your opponent's doing 16,000 damage, then that's a lot of damage. The other good Gouki cards are Rematch, the searchable, summons 2 Goukis of different levels from your graveyard. Gotta make sure that there are different levels or you cannot activate it. Free extenders, you got Super Quantum Red Layer and Fire Flint Lady. He's a free 2k monster you can summon if you control no monsters, and Fire Flint Lady is just a free body. Then you have the PK package, just 1 boots and 1 cloak. And then you have a Codebreaker 0 Day, and I'll go into him more, but we have the Codebreaker package here. Dragoons package, not much to say. I got Rhoda, 1 for 1 because you're playing a bunch of level 1s, and then you got Monster Reborn, Call by the Grave. Hornet Drones, Engage, because it came back, and I don't know why it came back, but now we have Engage. 3 extra Call by the Graves, but slightly better, so they can protect you from Imperm. It's mainly because if your Zold play gets stopped, it can really, really hurt. Or if they have Nibiru and Imperm or something like that to stop your Appaloosa, it can very much help. You have Phoenix Blade because you have to have it. It's your pitch level 1, summon another Monster Reborn, and a way to search out extenders. Phantom Knight Traps, we have the 1 Shade Brigandine and the 2 Fog Blades. This free monster negation. It's pretty good. Now we have onto the extra deck. We have Link Kribo and Anima. You play a bunch of level 1s still, so still good card. If they play into the wrong zone, well, that's them problem. You have Verte Anaconda for the Dragoon package, double Zold because it comes up sometimes and people forgot that if you can summon another one and just activate its effect if they only stop the first one. IP Masquerena, it's I almost never summon it. It happens sometimes. If all you can do is that and summon into Unicorn, it works. Then you have the Codebreaker package. So what you can do is later in the combo, I'll show you this in the combo section. What you do is you summon out Virus Swordsman. Swordsman can summon 0 Day. He has to be co-linked when he's summoned. 0 Day will then summon to a Link Monster Zone by Virus Swordsman's effect. Then you link those 2 off into Virus Berserker. Virus Berserker will summon both these back from the graveyard. And then you turn those into whatever else you need. Mainly it's going to be those 2 into Rusty Bardiche, because, Phantom Knight package. Your game closer, you're out to Dragoons mainly, because, if Dragoon starts getting too big, you got to have a way to stop it. Power Load Ogre, he is pretty funny. He can be a really thick boy that's hard to, destroy, because he's unaffected by all the card effects. He's generic, so it's just 2+ warriors, and he contributes himself to pop 4 cards on the field. I think that's a pretty good card all around, and he's kind of an option if your Dragoons is either stopped relatively easily, or if you just need some way your opponent can know you can out it, but they can't out this. So then you have Appaloosa. It's part of the combo and all that. And you're going to have at least 3 negates, and then obviously the Dragoons. Now, onto the side deck. Side deck's mostly just option stuff. Say you can't afford the Dragoon package. I get it. It's expensive. You can swap out the Dragoon package for 3 Parallel Exceed. And I'll explain, the best way to summon Parallel Exceed. But if you only have a level 1 monster, Link Kribo Parallel Exceed, you can summon Baguskar Dweller. It can shut down certain decks. If you don't want to do that, you can always do Lyrilisk, Assembled Nightingale, and then just swap the Dragoon package out for like Ash Blossom or something like that, some generic hand trap. Doesn't matter. Because you do have a lot of level 1s, you can just like, oh, normal summon Octostretch, summon out Fire Flint Lady, Nightingale, summon out Zeus. You can also play, if you can cut something, it'd probably just say IP Masquerena. You could also play Downerd Magician, just so you can get a 2 activation Zeus. Zeus is kind of expensive, I get it, but if you have one, he's a pretty good option. Then you have the Invoke package. He's also an option, so say if you don't want to play IP Masquerena and you wanted an extra just body on the field, Instant Fusion's pretty good because Book of Moon's pretty good. Another funny option, it's very specific, but you can do it, is if you can get Twist Cobra and summon out TG Striker from the deck with his ult's effect. You can make Nat Beast, and Nat Beast can just shut down certain decks. And then Cosmics, because, you know, sometimes, yeah, this deck has a very hard time outing Mystic Mine inherently without just Dragoons. So that's that. That's the deck list so far, and we'll move on into the test hand. And welcome to the test hand. So what we're going to do is just show you the basic combo of how this deck activates. Rhoda, Search Out, and any other Gouki. Probably just Twist Cobra. It's kind of the one you just generically summon to get rid of. Summon out Suprex. If it gets stopped for whatever reason, say Impermed, and they don't want you to do the thing, you Fire Flint. Summon out Twist Cobra. Go into Isolde. Boop. Okay. Isolde Chainlink 1. Now, if you're playing this with Parallel Exceed, it would go different. Isolde would be the 3rd Chainlink in this situation, so then you could summon out Parallel Exceed as Chain 4. Okay, so with this, you're gonna want to go add Gouki and add another Gouki. So no, I'm not gonna Eagle Booster, but you have protection if you need to, say you're going to try to stop you. So first one, add Rematch, because you have 2 different levels in the graveyard. Second one, add Headbat, always add Headbat if you don't. With Isolde, add any Gouki that you're not going to summon. So more than likely, you're gonna want to add, we just do Guts. Okay. Now with this, Isolde, yep, Phoenix Blade. Always send Phoenix Blade, unless for some reason you don't have 2 Goukis, or you can't get 2 Goukis into the graveyard of different levels. Send a 2, summon out a Headbat. Okay. No, do not chain on that. So summon out Octostretch. Boop. Okay. Headbat's effect can now activate. Discard Guts. Target. Summon. Now they have 800 attack. Doesn't really matter, because now you're going to go all of those into Appaloosa. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a few more. It's mostly just follow-up stuff. No, I do not want to add or activate Eagle Booster. So I usually just going to add another Rematch just as a follow-up, just in case. And you can probably add another Suprex if you draw into another Gouki later. So, with just that, you can always activate Phoenix Blade. Why not? We'll get some of the ones we don't need out of the graveyard, mainly you two. No. Okay. Gouki Rematch. Activate it, summon 2 of different levels. You won't get their effects again because they're hard ones per turn, but you get 2 free bodies. Now, you're going to want to summon Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. Since he's co-linked, you can now special summon a Codebreaker 0 Day. Now, make sure if you're playing Arrow Pro, do not click yes, because you will summon it over there, because it's any link arrow. Okay. He'll make Appaloosa lose attack. It's fine. You should be fine. Then you go into that. No. There we go. And then he'll do the same thing. Summon both of them from the graveyard. Now, make sure you hit no again. No. Okay. Now you can go summon out Rusty. Ta-da! Now, if you'd like, there's a couple different routes you can go with this. Mainly just, send that, set that, doesn't matter. So, activate, get Cloak, or Boots, send Cloak. Special summon out Boots. Okay. Now, what you can't, there's a couple different things you can do. Your main combo is going to be go into Verte Anaconda, summon out Dragoons. Another thing, if your opponent has like you know they're going to have an easy out to Dragoons, most people are going to ignore the Gouki Powerload Ogre. You can definitely go into it. He gets really thick. It's very much a very good option. But right now we're just going to go into Verte because this is just the basic combo. Bitch. Add. Copy a poly spell. Send Red Eyes Fusion. Summon out Dragoons. Send. Ta-da, ta-da. There we go. So now another thing, if you do want to get, say, this Verte off the field because it is kind of a liability, what you can do, just activate its effect. Target. Dragoons. Pitch out Phoenix Blade. Ta-da! Get your Phoenix Blade back. More than likely, you can just probably banish these guys. It doesn't really matter. You're never going to bring them back. Now, if you really want to mess with someone, set 2. Okay, and now you have follow-up play with Fire Flint Lady, Gouki Suprex, and then that and rematch. So you can just go into access code, talk her next turn if needs be, if all of this fails or gets wiped. So that's the basic deck profile.